Hello everyone, it's Will in Red Fox and welcome to my world. So today we've actually got quite a bit of work to do on the actual villager island. But before that, I've actually changed the shaders to Sildo Enhanced defaults. Now this was actually suggested by a fellow YouTuber, Just Meth, in the comments, and I think it is actually a much nicer texture pack than the BSL shaders. He rightly pointed out in the comment that it actually made the whole world feel a little more foggy with the BSL shaders. So I might keep them for future videos, but not for the hardcore series. I think this one suits it a lot better. So before anything, we're actually going to head over to the iron farm just to get a bit more iron, because we're actually going to put the rails down in the tunnel that we're building. So let's jump into a time lapse, get that all done today, and add on to the tunnel as we always do at the beginning of every episode. And with that, we're now finished the tunnel for today, and we've also added in a rail system, so that way we can go from one end to the other quite easily without having to exhaust all our food, jumping up and down, trying to get here as quick as we can. That actually took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, so that actually ate up a good chunk of today, but we've still got a few things planned, and yeah, let's see how many we can get done. So why don't we head topside and talk about that. So before I forget, these are the items that we gained from the tunnel today. So we got 25 diamonds, 38 raw gold, a stack, almost 2 stacks of iron, a stack and a half of copper, some lapis lazuli, and some redstone. And with the sun rising, as always, let's talk about what we're going to do today. So today I'm actually going to face off with the Wither, just so I can get a beacon prepared. That way we have one in reserve if we ever do need it in the future. As well as going to build a farm. Now, I know it's a bit of a controversial thing to build a duplicating sand farm in a hardcore series, just simply because people see it as cheating. But the way I see it is that this world, I'm actually going to have a major project, and a lot of that project is going to need a lot of landscape. And I would hate to actually destroy the landscape to build up more landscape. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to be using sand on that machine as well as gravel. Those are the only two things that I'll be using on the machine. I will not be using any concrete powders or anything like that. So we're now back over to the actual ender pearl. I kind of feel stupid that I left the bed here and actually brought one with me, but we can actually get the lava here and use that for the wither fight. So let's just clear this out. And in the center, all I need to do is place one block and some fences. I don't know if I've brought plenty with me just in case, but from what I understand, if you can simply just put fences underneath all of these, then once you actually, well, let's first sleep in this bed because it's night now. That way when I come back through the pole, hopefully I come back through here with that. Oh, actually, while I'm at it, I've not lit up this stronghold, so it's probably best I put them there. So now if I take some of this sand, I should just be able to place it like in the middle. So I need to go, so I'm on the edge of the portal here. That should be middle. Now when I go back through, these should all be duplicated from what I understand. So let's give that a go. Oh, Oh, doesn't appear to be. Okay, so we're now back here. I've cleared out some space. Hopefully this will actually help. And let's try and, let's try drop multiple. See if that makes a difference. Now, I've put that there so that I can easily see where the sensor is. If I do this, so we had 12 pieces in case, well, they're just going to be on the other side anyway. So there's all 12 through. Oh, there we go. That actually worked to duplicate it. Perfect. Now, I'm not going to build a massive machine for this, for the simple reason being, I don't think it was really that good of an idea. At least at this time, it will require me going back and forth to actually collect all the materials, rather than have it automatic collected. Let's move on to the wither now, because I think that'll be a nice one to face. So from what I understand of the wither, I have to build it underneath this pole, and I have to be facing west. So let's take a look. I am facing towards south. So if I face this way, that should be west. Yeah, there we go. So let's get that hole dug and get everything set up. So that's all done. Now all I've got to do is place the skulls on here, I believe, and I should be able to face the wither. So let's hope this goes well. Oh, it looks like he's trapped. Now the one thing that I do need to check, do I have knockback on here? I do not, so that's good. So I should be able to face him now. Perfect. So that actually worked out quite well. Yeah, I was not expecting that to go so easily. But yeah, now we've got the Nether Star. We can actually go back and make the beacon. Not too sure what I'm going to use the beacon for just yet, since I'm not really going to be mining much. But hey, at least I've got it. And so after going back and forth a few times, I've now got enough gravel and enough sand. The buildings of this island are actually going to have white concrete as one of the main building blocks, alongside spruce wood, some tiled deep slate, and some stone brick. Now, I'm going to need quite a bit of materials to actually get this full island covered in houses and have a purpose for every house. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect some stone, and I'm going to use that to lay out a template so that I can actually work out where these buildings are going to go. So why don't we jump into a time lapse and get that stone gathered and be right back. So with the sun setting, we've actually got quite a bit of stone, so I think I'll get quite a bit of outlines done today. But first, I think it's best that we sleep, as well as go get our tools repaired. That way I don't end up breaking them along the way. So all the tools are now in tip-top shape. Let's actually start working towards what we're planning to lay out. Now, with the bridge being right here, I think it would be nice if this side of the island was actually the harbour storage and everything like that, and then this side was the village. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and actually do the village side first, and then I'll come back and do the harbour side afterwards. Now, I might not have enough stone for this. I'm just realising now how big this place is. But yeah, let's see how we go on and go from there. Now, when it comes to actually building these, I kind of want to have a little walkway that goes around here. Now, I think the walkway should be at least 5 blocks, so that will be good. And then the house sizes themselves are going to be 7 by 9. The reason for that is just because I think that would be a nice sizable house, as well as give enough space on the inside to actually do some interior work. So why don't we work out where the first house is going to go? So the bridge is going to be here, as the 13 long here. So I'm thinking if we bring it back at least 3 blocks this way. Yeah, 3 blocks from there, so around here. And 5 from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could place the first one here, and I'm thinking I'm going to have the long side that side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, by 9, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then just square this off, and that's going to be the location for the first house. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start walking all the way around and get some houses put in place. And yeah, I'll be back when I get a couple houses down and see how it looks. So with that, we've actually now got the first lot of templates down, just so that we can see what this will look like. And it is looking quite good. Yeah, this walkway would look real nice. I thought a nice little gap between the houses here would look good as well. And yeah, let's get some more houses put in. But I think it would probably look nicer doing this if I give it a time lapse. So let's jump into that, and so you can see the whole thing getting built over time. So with that time lapse, we have now actually finished the outline of all the buildings for the villager houses, as well as the outlines for the storage sheds. Now it doesn't look like much, but I can assure you that it will look quite nice at the end of it, just simply because I've already planned out these houses. Not too sure what I'm going to do with the little storage sheds, but as you can see, I haven't actually planned out the lighthouse yet, or the harbour that's going to be sitting here. Now I'm thinking the harbour's going to sit on this side here against the water's edge, because it makes more sense since there's more water this direction, and there's a river that goes all the way around that way as well, so I can put some boats in there and make it look nice. So as you can probably notice, I'm going to have to finish off the walls first. The main reason being is that it's currently floating, and there's actually nothing under there, so what I'm going to do between episodes is go down under the ocean and actually put in the deep slate, so that I can actually make it connected to the ocean floor. And we have now came to the end of the video, but before we hit to the end, I just wanted to make note towards the actual teaser video that I put up on the channel on Tuesday. We recently hit 50 subscribers of this channel, so that is amazing. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for a small YouTuber, that is perfect. So what we're going to be doing, once we hit 100 subs, I'm actually going to bring in a new part to the channel that I would love to be able to show you all. But to do that, you're first going to have to get to 100 subs. So if you don't mind liking and subscribing to the channel, that will help out a ton.